Hello and welcome to Monday, 26th of October. In fact, the last of our Trinity Tide sessions. The reading is from the Gospel of St. Matthew. When the Pharisees heard that Jesus had silenced the Sadducees, they gathered together. One of them, a lawyer, asked him a question to test him. Teacher, which commandment in the law is the greatest? He said to them, You shall love the Lord your God with your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the greatest and the first commandment, and the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. Now, while the Pharisees were gathered together, Jesus asked them this question, What do you think of the Messiah? Whose son is he? They said to him, The son of David. And he said to him, How is it then that David by the Spirit calls him Lord, saying, The Lord said to my Lord, Sit at my right hand until I put my enemies under your feet? If David thus calls him Lord, how can he be his son? No one was able to give him an answer, nor from that day did anyone dare ask him any more questions. As I read this, I learn the 3 T's: tripping, trapping, and testing. You heard the story. The Pharisees were made up, and the Sadducees were made up of the people of the law in the hierarchical structure of society in the Jewish era, and the people in that same structure of society in the priesthood. And they trapped Jesus by posing questions, very much like we do today, don't we? We trap each other by asking these some difficult questions, but sometimes menial questions and meaningless questions. And then they try and trip him as well, very much like we see happening today with all the political fights in the world. And in fact, we see it happening, tripping and trapping, we see happening in the church with all our doctrinal issues, keeping people back from being free. And the last T is testing. As I said, Jesus tests us, and Jesus simply says, listen, forget about all that tripping and trapping of one another and of God. All you need to do is love the Lord your God with all your heart and your neighbor. Now, dear friends, come on. Isn't that what we are supposed to be on about, particularly during this COVID time? As I leave you here this day, let's pray together that we live to love God more, that we live to love one another more, and let go of all the trapping and the tripping, but instead be enhanced with the love of Jesus that puts us constantly as Christians to the test. And so, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you and give you his peace. I bid you now, my friends, God bless, keep well and stay safe. Here from Bromley.